Dinosaur Procore. Here we go. Strike!
Okay, as you guys can see, it's snowing outside pretty heavy. And we're in the midst of a supposed blizzard, so I figured I might do a little bit of filming here. This is going to be for an update on my Chapman stripe. He is doing pretty good. He eats like a fiend. Like, he never refuses a meal, ever. And so I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of how he is. He's always been pretty uppity, so whenever I go to get him out, he usually flails and tries to strike and things like that. But once I get him out, he's usually pretty good. He still flails his back end a little bit, but he has actually come a long way from when I first got him. As you guys can see, he's got that really funky neck patterning going on. I don't know if the camera's catching it very well, but he's got really funky neck patterning, that nice sweet stripe, and then I'm expecting actually a lot of the color to like disappear out of the back end of him. He looks almost black and white down the entire back half of him. Like there's highlights of yellow, but for the most part it's black and white. And then on the sides of his neck, he's got red all the way, like pink blushing all the way down to about here, even just a little bit into here as well. So he's got like crazy color going on. But you can see he's still a little apprehensive, still flinches a lot, but he isn't as crazy as when I first got him. Like, he'll let me hold him now. You can see he's not flipping out or going crazy or anything. So you can see. Usually it's when I'm getting him out of the cage that's the biggest pain. Usually he'll strike and flip around and hiss and whatnot, but once you get him out, he's not too bad. You can see what you're going to want to do is, if you have a defensive or aggressive, well, defensive blood, is that you're going to want to use open hand method. That's what I like to use, is where you keep your hand flat and try and scooch it underneath them and kind of like lift them up like that, because if you grab them, it kind of gives them the sensation that they're being grabbed by a predator, because you got to think, these snakes, right at this size, just about everything in the wild would be eating them. So you have to think about it from their perspective. Everything is a possible predator, something that wants to attack them. So if you go in with an open hand as opposed to taking a closed hand or grabbing them, if you were to grab them, it's like a predator is grabbing them to eat them. When you go with an open hand, it's like another platform for them to work on or to climb on. And you can see he kind of does this thing with his tail where he spins it if he doesn't feel completely secure. I find that a lot of bloods will actually do that. They'll like spin their tail if they don't feel that you're supporting enough of them. But he's really weird. Even if I'm supporting most of his body, he'll still do that. But you can see, even when I'm moving him, I'm not really making him go anywhere. I'm just kind of going along how he wants to go. And when I'm grabbing him, I'm not grasping him. I'm just kind of gently looping him up so I can get him onto my open hand. You can see he's actually grown. I feel like he's grown a lot since I got him. Like I said, he loves full-grown adult mice, so he's eating like a champion. And hopefully, in a couple of years, I'll be breeding him to my marble stripe. And maybe the marble, I don't know. I really am curious to see what he's going to happen with him, because one of his clutch mates had a really ridiculous neck patterning and some really funky side patterning. So I'm curious to see if he's carrying the same thing, because he's got kind of that funky neck patterning going on. Not as crazy as his sibling, but definitely a really neat snake. So I'm going to stick him back down. That's when he gains all his craziness usually. But yeah, that's my Chapman stripe. Jason Chapman, Hellbent Reptiles, Hellbent Exotics. up in Maine. So definitely some cool snakes. You should definitely check them out. It's definitely a very cool Borneo. I'm not sure if I did a video on this or not, but my friend John got me this Salmon Armenia, or a Venezuelan sun tiger tarantula for Christmas, because my mom moved out, so she took my Indian ornamental with her, and he knows that I like tarantulas, especially the fast arboreal kind, so he got me this little one. It's really neat. It's actually doubled in size since I've had it, and I've had it about a month. So I'm excited. I feed it like every other day because I want it to grow. But it is pretty awesome. You can actually, I can't tell if you can see or not. Nah, she webbed it up. But actually, maybe you can see it from this angle. Right in the middle there, that's her old molt, or his old molt. I don't know yet. It's a male or female. But definitely a cool spider. I can't wait till it gets a little bit older so you can like actually check out the patterning and size of it. So I just can't remember if I did a video or not, so I decided I'd do one. That is my Venezuelan sun tiger. Okay, this is my White's tree frog, but it is actually somewhere on the border between brown and red. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up the colors really well, but let me see if I can bring them over. Nope, that just washes out the colors, but you can kind of get a tinge of what it looks like. How about over here? Will you show the colors right? No, of course not. But it's like a brown-red color. It's pretty big. It eats a lot, so it's pretty cool. I don't really keep amphibians. I mean, I started keeping White's tree frogs a long time ago, but kind of got out of it until I saw this one and decided to pick it up. I don't know. It's pretty neat, I guess. Gotta love that mug. Yep. Okay. This is one of my new pickups. This is a very dark, sorry for the camera shaking there, right? Very dark Amazon tree boa. And this is the female that I got. So let me just take my camera and zoom out here for a second so I can show you guys a little bit of handling with her. She's actually been pretty docile, because Amazon tree boas have a real reputation for being kind of like nasty, bitey snakes. But she's actually been really chill. Calm. Watch, now she bites me. Just kidding. But you can see she's probably like a month or two old. Probably actually a little bit older than that, maybe like 2 or 3 months old. But she's already eaten 2 pinkies for me. I've had her for about a week. I just want to make sure that she gets nice and well started. So you can see she's got like a very like sweet, funky patterning going on. If you guys are catching that. But she is definitely a cool snake. And I picked her up, me and my friend John, whose channel is SnakesAreDeaf. I'll put a little link to it in the sidebar or whatever, the bottom bar, so you guys can check out his channel. He's got a bunch of Amazon tree boas, and I've been playing with his and taking pictures of them and whatnot, and so I just like really got interested in them, so I decided to pick up a pair. And I got this girl, and then I got a male, and in the same order he got a female orange who's got a really funky, like, ghostly pattern going on her, and then he got a garden to go with that. So they're about the same size as the ones that I got. But you can see she hasn't bitten. She's pretty chill, calm and relaxed. As long as you don't surprise her, she doesn't get bitey. She hasn't bitten me yet, so fingers crossed. But she is definitely a very cool snake. I love her pattern. Let me just get behind the camera here so I can see if I can get a little close up for you guys so you can check out her pattern. Yeah, there we go. See, it's like really heavy, black and white, funky kind of look to her. So you can see. There we go. In the words of Viper Keeper, Amazon tree boa cam. But yeah, I really love her patterning. It's the main reason why I bought her. But I'll show you guys the male in just a minute. But yeah, that's my female Amazon tree boa. Okay, this is my male Amazon tree boa. And you can see, well, can't kind of see it. You'll see when I take him out. He's pretty small. He's probably only about 2 or 3 weeks old. And inside the cages, what I've got for my Amazon tree boas is I just made like a little perch system. I cut up a plastic curtain rod and then hot glue gunned it together, so you can see in the joints there's a little bit of hot glue gun, or hot glue. And then just a nice big water dish to keep up the humidity. But it seems to be working well. They seem to like their perches. Well, he's on the ground right now. He's been on the ground for a couple days, so. But they do like the perches, and I feel like the cage is working out rather well. Let me just tighten up my camera here so you guys can take a look at him. He always seems a little bit more interested to come out and like check it out, so I have a feeling that he's going to be a little bit nippy once he gets settled in and whatnot. But he hasn't bitten yet, and he is really, really neat. See if I can get a little shot for you guys there. But he's got a really cool red-orange color all over. But that fades as he gets older. But I bought him for the pattern because I knew that the black and white coloring was going to fade. But yeah, he's definitely very, very cool. Let me get behind the camera to make sure that we're getting this. But yeah, you can see he's got like another really funky, heavy patterning going on. So hopefully in a couple of years I'll be able to pair him and my female and get some babies out of them. You can see he's still young. I gotta get him feeding, so only be a matter of time. Yeah, there you go. Can really get a chance to check him out and like his patterning and whatnot. See if I can get to focus on his head. Maybe, no. Okay, that's fine. But I'm getting a macro lens in, so you guys will be able to check that out soon. Get better close-up videos of my animals. But you can see he's got like really cool, funky patterning, which I dig. So I'm glad I got him. And he's kind of small, so still got a lot of growing to do before I get to pair him. And I'll try and keep videos posted, and I'll even take pictures so you can see the color change, because all this red, black, or the red coloring, the red orange, is going to disappear, and it's going to be replaced by black and white, or like silver tones as he gets older. Another thing that I thought was pretty cool, I don't know if it's going to come out in the video, but let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on, focus. He's got a black belly. Like almost his entire belly is solid black. So I thought that was pretty cool. We'll see how things go as he matures and gets older and changes through his colors and whatnot. But I'll keep you guys posted, and you guys can check back for videos. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my channel. Check out some of my other videos. I'll be doing a bunch more over January because I'm on winter break from school. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for checking it out. Okay, this is just a little update on my salmon pink bird-eating tarantula, which is Lesodora paribana. And I got it about a year and a couple months ago. We got it from the Daytona Expo, and it was small enough to fit in like one of those little 2-ounce deli cups. And now you can see it's got about a 4-inch leg span. Well, probably about 3.5, 4, right around there. It's not giant yet, but it's much bigger than it was. When we got it, it was probably the size of its carapace. But just a little update on it so you guys can see. It actually kicks hairs since it's a New World species. So you can see it's got a couple of bald spots on the back end. But this is very cool. It is always hungry. I don't know what's up with this tarantula, but it is always hungry. Whenever I throw food in there, it is always all over it. Let me just see if I can get behind the camera so make sure you guys are getting a good view. There we go. She's good size now. But she will get probably about 3, 4, 5 inches bigger than this. Possibly. So I'm really excited to watch her grow. She's definitely a cool tarantula. She's a little flighty, like she likes to run when she's just on me or when she's in the cage. But definitely a really cool tarantula. And I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but she's actually spinning a little bit of web out of her spinnerets. It's pretty common for tarantulas to do that when they're walking on you, or at least from what I've found. They'll lay web when they're walking on you, so pretty common. I doubt the camera will pick it up though. But yeah, that's my giant salmon pink bird-eating tarantula. And we'll see. I'll try and keep you guys posted as she molts and whatnot. But a lot of people know that I really like tarantulas, as well as my snakes and whatnot. So I'm actually planning on picking up a couple more tarantulas at the next expos. I plan on getting a... What was I planning on getting? Another pokey, like a Indian ornamental or something like that. Maybe a P. Miranda, the Bengal spotted ornamental, or something like a different type of avix. I was looking at the Avicularia minatrix, which are really neat looking. Just like a couple different species, all versicolor. I really like how cool they look too. So let me see if I can get her to go back down into the cage. Come on. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She used to kick hairs a lot more than she does. Like you saw, I didn't notice her kicking any hairs right then. But she used to kick hairs like crazy. So, but yeah, that's just a little update on her. And then if I buy any more tarantulas, there's an expo coming up on January 23rd, which is going to be in White Plains, New York. I don't know if anyone can see that. There we go. Okay. January 23rd, White Plains, New York. I will be there. My friend John will be there. SnakesAreDeaf is his YouTube channel. Check him out. Link in the little bottom thing right behind this, underneath the screen. But we'll be there. We'll probably be looking for Amazon tree boas. I just built a brand new rack, which I'll probably show you guys in a different video, for my Amazon tree boas eventually, and then for any ones that I plan on picking up in the near future. Also, I'll be doing some updating videos for my banca, for my Borneo shorttails, things like that. Bear with me, working on getting some updates out. Like I said in my other clip, I'm going to be getting a macro lens, so I'll be able to do some better up-close videos. And yeah, so rate, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos. If you guys are interested in blood pythons or Borneo shorttails or Sumatran shorttails, check out my other videos. I've got some pretty cool handling tips, and I'll be working with some of my other snakes as well. So check it out. Thanks.